Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Um, the devil has been busy because I have been trying to make a video. It got interrupted and everything, but when I tell you that typically I have my notes on my computer so I can read them, but I was at work and my spirit was just whamming me with information like all day and told me to write it down. First of all, let me apologize for my first video that I posted yesterday. I was itching and scratching. I was like, I want to delete it. My spirit was like, no, you had a good message. Stand on it. But you was itching and scratching. I learned a valuable lesson not to go outside because it's May and the pollen is rampant right now. So I was just itching and I learned to not go outside before making a video and to pop a Zyrtec and give it time to kick in. So I do apologize and I hope you can get past my itching and twitching. I looked a mess towards the end. I do apologize. But when my nose twitches like that, I'm like my nose is itching and I'm trying not to scratch it. That's pretty much what's happening. But I have my notes and I'm just reviewing them right now. So basically, I don't even know because I've done this video so many times, so I'm just like at this point. But basically, I wanted to touch on how I feel like I misspoke in the original solar eclipse explanation. They said that no more solar eclipses were going to be happening here in the United States. That is incorrect. I believe that when around 2017, when it was happening, it says August 21st of 2017 is when it happened. Well, I remember they were saying like this was a once in a lifetime thing and nobody in our generation, no, it wouldn't be seen again. Possibly from this particular point because we did actually get totality in Nashville. I think White House, Tennessee was like the main epicenter of it, but we did get to see totality here in Nashville. So basically, with that being said, we are having future ones. It's called the Great American Eclipse. I didn't have it written down right here, but I have it. Wait a minute. So the upcoming solar eclipse, and I have it on the beginning of this video, and I will put it in the video for you to see just where what I'm talking about in a sense. But the first solar eclipse is going to happen in October 14th of 2023. That's going to be on the Pacific coast, like in California, and go down towards Texas and hit the Gulf, like the Gulf of Mexico type stuff. The second one, which will be April the 8th of 2024, so next year. Again, keep in mind, April, both months. April 19th this year, which was, even though it wasn't here in America where we could see it, it was still happening, and it was the rarest of the rare, a hybrid solar eclipse. Very important. So April the 8th of 2024, it will cross towards the Atlantic. And that is that. So I wanted to say that I misspoke with that, but on the original video of the solar eclipse explanation, but solar eclipses represent endings. Of course, as I stated in the other video, new moons. Not sure if that happens every solar eclipse. A new moon begins. Not sure. Haven't looked that deep into it. What I'm trying to get at is the solar eclipses. The last time there was a solar eclipse that happened like in 2017, right? That we could see, and that like really graced the Pacific and the Atlantic coast for the whole, went through the whole country basically, okay? Pathwise. The last time that happened was 1918, okay? 1918. And even though it took um 10 years, 10 or 11 years, took about, roughly about 10 years. Then you have the Great Depression that happened right after that, 1929 to 1939. Okay, I believe that the Great Depression dates where I got taught in school were different, but when I googled it, that's what they're saying is 1929 to 1939. Okay. These solar eclipses are definitely letting us know something. I don't feel like anything is good coming, y'all. Actually, I know it's not, because if you look all through history, if you just look all through history, from prehistoric, like pre BC time, and I don't want to just say anything. I know my information, but I really be wanting to say stuff that is accurate, so people can go back and fact check and not just be in the comments and be like, you wrong now. And I know what I'm talking about. But if you look at the history of solar eclipses, it was an ending. It brought an ending to the modern rule. During the Tudor period, I don't know exactly. I believe it's the War of the Roses, but don't quote me on it. One of the kings died. I believe it's King Charles. Don't quote me on it. Died, and he died. I don't know if he died and it was a solar eclipse, but he died, and then a solar eclipse happened of some kind, or they happened like at the same time, basically, and the country fell into chaos. And if you look into BC time, same thing happened. So the fact that we're getting yes, they're like, oh, it happens, but I don't remember if anybody else, but like, solar eclipses don't happen like this. Like, we're not supposed to be seeing them as often and hearing about them as often as we are. I'm not saying that I'm worried or anything, but like, so dysfunction is coming. Like, something is coming, y'all. That's all I know. Like, and it's not anything good. Additionally, the Great Depression happened in 1929 to 1939. So with that being said, say we just came out of the Great Depression. Well, guess what? World War II happened September 1st of 1939 to September the 2nd of 1945. So if you just look at the history of the world, that's what it is. And dysfunction is coming, y'all. Additionally, I wanted to speak on how, and I'm just looking at my notes, and I'm almost in, like, because I've probably made this video like 3 times. So third time's a charm, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of exhausted. I've had a long day. But America's crumbling before our very eyes, whether you know it or not. And today, someone went into the office in Atlanta and died. Just doing their job, just living their life. And let me see, because I don't want to say anything with Twitter, right? So, got a news alert, and this was on May the 2nd. So this was yesterday. Breaking news. A federal judge in Pennsylvania has ruled that the Satan Club, sponsored by the Satanic Temple, must be permitted to convene at schools. The judge who made the ruling, Judge John M. Gallagher, I guess, stated, I don't care what he stated, okay? Because you are clearly delusional, or you worship Satan yourself, because we're not talking about, oh, let's convene. We're not talking about let's pray peacefully. We're not talking about things of that nature. We're not talking about, let the Jewish people pray, let the Muslim people pray, let the Buddhist people pray, like let the Christians pray. We're not talking about that in actual religions, if you will. Regardless, I'm not even trying to get on a religious base, but like, your judgment is clearly not there, because I'm not trying to say people don't have rights and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, like, you're delusional. You worship Satan. Your mind is clearly, your judgment and your mind and your spirit is obviously completely and utterly compromised, and you should not be able to call the shots on anything. Like, do you not see how they're forcing stuff on people? Do you not see how that, like, okay, look. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see how I'm going to say it so y'all going to understand, okay? A couple years back, because they've been doing stuff, a whole bunch of stuff under the radar that y'all don't know. Look it up, okay? California legalized pedophilia. The state caught on fire after that. Burnt for some years. They was talking about the other fires wouldn't go out. Yeah, that's what happened. New York said, we're going to start teaching sex ed to the children in first grade. Why kids need to know anything about sex in the first grade, I don't know. But okay. We have this with the Satan. You took prayer out of school, but said the Satan could come and convene, as if it wasn't bad enough already, as if they weren't already getting shot up. Like it's the gun range, okay? Like, for real. You said that Satan Club could convene in schools. That's what just did it for me, y'all. Because honestly, whether y'all want to believe it or not, we are living in the age of the Antichrist. And they are going to look at you crazy for doing the right thing. They're going to look at you crazy because you was raised better. Don't fold. Please do not fold. Because I ain't. Because I don't see how I personally don't see how the country is functioning. I don't. I genuinely don't. I don't see how the country is functioning. And I feel like if the country is not going to get into civil war within itself between the woman's rights and, abortion laws, between the transgender, between the race laws, between Republican and Democrat, between people who don't want to worship Satan and people who do want to worship Satan. Like, it's getting down to stuff like that. The control is there and people don't want to talk about it. I don't know if people don't want to talk about it. I don't know if Satan Club approval was on CNN. It should be. Because folk need to be jumping down dude's throats. Right now, he shouldn't even be in office. He should be made to resign. Trump should not be walking around. And I'm not saying harm the man. I'm not saying harm the man at all. But what I'm saying is, he has committed at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 counts of straight up treason, and we all saw it. We all watched it with our own little beady eyes. And here we are, and we're in an age where you have to do the right thing, and you have to speak up about when the right thing is not being done, because They're forcing stuff on us. They're forcing stuff on us. They are forcing stuff on us, and I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. I believe everybody should be treated equally. I believe everybody has a right and should be treated fairly. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Satan should not be in that category. Because if you do not know or look up or understand the principles of Satan, it is nothing good, and it should be banished from the face of the earth. More or less, you want to sit up here and be like, hell, Satan in my face. Look, I'm a Christian, but don't test me, because this ain't going down, not in my face. And you need to protect your children, protect your aura. Again, this judge, whoever I said earlier, I about want to pull it up again, because y'all need to know this. Who is this fool? Because that's what he is, a fool. Judge John M. Gallagher, the fool, needs to be removed from office. The end. He needs to be removed from office. Y'all need to speak up. If y'all in the store and y'all see somebody kid acting up, you need to ask them that they parent, that they can get them together, because that child is gonna grow up to be an adult, and we not finna do this. And the statistics that I'm seeing, I'm just wondering how this is about to go, because it seems like people's critical thinking skills are dwindling, because they're heavily reliant on AI technology, so they can't think for themselves. And then some, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be real with COVID. A lot of these kids, not saying that they not smart or whatnot, not saying that they not, but they could getting left behind in a sense. They're not learning what they need to be learning. They're trying to just change the whole history books. You know what I'm saying? Just say, oh, slavery didn't happen. This didn't happen. No, like, and we just live, and we just act like everything is okay, and ain't nothing okay, y'all. Ain't nothing okay. I hope y'all feeling or understanding what I'm throwing out. Nothing good is coming from these solar eclipses, and nothing that I'm witnessing in America right now is good, in a sense of morality, straight up principles. It's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. And I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I am not trying to be a pessimist. I just don't know what to say, because we are here. We are here. We're living in the age of the Antichrist, and you need to get ready. You need to get ready, because danger is afoot, and we are in spiritual warfare, if you did not know. And God have mercy on us all. Amen. Good night, y'all. Good night.